Hi, it's my birthday, and we're going to decant some nice old wines. We're having the 78 Montelena tonight, and also the 1864 Cama de Lobos Avery bottling of Madeira, Old Solera Madeira. So I'm going to start by decanting the Chateau Montelena, and then my father's going to decant the Madeira. So we've got all of our stuff together here to do the deed. Oftentimes corks break, so we have little fine metal filter. We have a funnel in case we have to use the metal filter, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we won't have to use that. For the Madeira, we have a decanter with a stopper. A lot of people prefer not to use lead-based decanters because they're afraid of lead. We're not afraid of lead. And we've got a decanter with no top for the Cabernet Sauvignon. So other stuff that we need, little foil cutter dealie, not necessary, but a nice thing to have. A paper towel that's wet on one end for cleaning the lead residue off the top, and a corkscrew. And we're using the Durand, which is a great tool. I actually got it for my birthday from my dad for opening older bottles because it has a big bore for holding onto the cork, but also an also. So my luck has been good so far with this, even with old crumbly corks. It hasn't broken. So let's give this a shot. We're going to go in first with the foil cutter, take off the foil. The top of the cork's really, really clean. I pointed into the camera, but I don't want to shake up the wine. So we're going to go ahead and wash it off a little bit. Make sure we're still recording. Looks like we're still recording. And then we're going to go in with the bore all the way down to the base. Of course, you can use a waiter's corkscrew. You can use a rabbit. You can use whatever you have around. One thing that I always try and tell people is when they're opening older wines, expect for the cork to break. They break all the time. It's not anything out of the ordinary. Now we're going in with the other part of the Durand, the also piece. I think I might have to stand up. And this is a bottle that's been in my father's collection since for a very, very long time, so it's been very, very well stored, and the cork is in here nice and tight. So I'm just sort of rocking it in there slow. We've got time. We're not in a hurry. I always decant early. We're having dinner at 6:30, and it's 10 to 6. Normally we'd even decant earlier than this. A good wine at any age is only going to get better with air, and if it dies, it wasn't meant to be in my book. So now we're going to twist this guy out, keeping the bottle of the wine stable. This thing's coming out like glass. Wow. And this is what they look like from my my dad's cellar. Yeah, it doesn't get a whole hell of a lot better than that. Now, I remember my first experience decanting, long time ago, was on my father's birthday when he'd shattered his shoulder in a cycling accident, and I had to start with very, very fancy wines with him standing over me, giving me a lot of pointers and encouragement, making me super, super nervous. But the best thing to do is to start pouring and then just keep pouring. A lot of people will use a candle or a light to look into the neck of the bottle to see where the sediment's coming from. I don't worry about it. I just watch for the first sediment and then I stop. But this is going to decant super clean because it's been in the same place for a very long time. So we're just going to start pouring. Watch the juice as it comes out carefully, and color on this wine is great. This is for the 78, so 32-year-old bottle of California Cabernet. It's actually the first year that Montelena did the estate wine. Vines were only 4 years old, I believe. but that didn't stop him from making a great wine. My father bought a case of this, and we've had a number of bottles, and he told me he was going to open one for our birthdays. I was very, very excited. Yeah, this is going to decant super, super clean. So I'm still pouring, all in one motion, and then I see a little sediment, and I'm going to stop. You can see a little haze on the back of the bottle there from the sediment, but give it a sniff. Yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with that.